Hey, good morning. I'm Wes Berry, and we're here at the International Barbecue Festival in Owensboro, Kentucky, self-proclaimed barbecue capital of the world. And we are here in front of the pits of St. Pius. These guys have been cooking all night long. At the festival, church teams, mostly from Catholic churches in the local area, will be cooking up thousands of pounds of pork and mutton and chicken. This afternoon, they'll go on sale to the public. This is their big fundraiser of the year. I'm not sure why they call it the International Barbecue Festival. Maybe we can find out. Tell us about the judging process that goes on here. Each team has a judge, is that right?
No. They have how many judges are there? There's about six to eight judges, and they're county commissioners. I think the sheriff,
Okay.
the mayor, and then they get samples in labeled A through F.
The Oak Ridge Boys judge one year, huh?
Well, wow. See how big we are?
So yeah, that's right. So everybody, you're plating up in what, styrofoam container?
Yeah, and they're done with letters and no names on them, and they rate them 1 to 10, taste, aroma, all the different qualities of the meat.
That's right.
And then you get a final score, and then they tally each category, and mutton carries the most weight.
Okay.
And whoever has the most points at the end wins, and you get a financial benefit by winning.
That's right.
And it goes to the church, and we help out people in our parish and whatnot.
That's fabulous. So this is the Lourdes cooking team. They've been cooking here for a long time, since the 1970s. They've won the competition more than once, and right now they're cooking up Boston butts, mutton, and they have smoked turkey and smoked bologna for the team on the grill. The smoke smells wonderful. They're fun guys. They're just having a good time. And right now they're putting on raw chickens for the chicken cooking, and they look really beautiful.
I've been doing this cooking since I was probably 8 years old, so I do this every year. It's like a good tradition.
Absolutely. What have you learned in the times that you've been doing this? What's the secret to cooking good mutton, for instance?
The time and the hot fire, and just to watch it.
Can you tell me what kind of wood y'all are using?
We usually use hickory and other stuff, or applewood, or sometimes.
All right. That mutton looks really, really good. You're not tempted to like reach over and pinch a piece off, are you?
No.
Oh yeah. See, the thing about mutton is you lose about at least half of it in drippage and stuff. So you might start with I don't know how big the pieces, what they weigh at first, but by the time you're done cooking them, it will shrunk up by about half the weight. I've had the people who cook mutton at the restaurants tell me that it's just getting more expensive all the time.
It's funny, you get outside of Owensboro and people are like, what's mutton?
That's right.
I feel like most people don't. Mutton's pretty much a Western Kentucky thing.
I've never heard of it before.
You all fired up here. What time did y'all get started this morning?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock in the morning. And you got Burgoo going over there. You got,
We got chicken going over there. We got mutton going.
So y'all doing it all, huh? It's got that wonderful bark on the outside, which I'm just a big fan of. Just give me a plate of bark and I'm happy. See? Yep. That's why the Catholics are going to heaven. Right there.
I normally pay mostly attention to the Burgoo because, the chicken, it's kind of hard to mess chicken up. The mutton and the Burgoo are pretty much the two most important things.
It's hard to imagine cooking 70 gallons of anything and making it turn out well.
The truth of the matter is, as a smaller town, we call ourselves barbecue capital of the world. What we actually are, we are the mutton and Burgoo capital of the world by far. And if again we need to take advantage of that too, but nobody per capita eats more mutton or even makes burgoo the way we do.
So the Burgoo has all kinds of stuff in it. It's got corn and potatoes and usually several different kinds of meat. Can you tell me what meat y'all put in yours?
Chicken, beef, and mutton.
Chicken, beef, and mutton in there. After a short commercial break, we traveled down the road to a barbecue mecca, Old Hickory, to tour their wood-fired cinder block pits and eat their wonderful mutton and burgoo. Right now, we're at the Owensboro Barbecue Festival with the Old Hickory portable traveling show right behind us. They've been selling barbecue sandwiches out here all day long. This is why they're so busy at the restaurant, because they've been preparing to serve their regular customers at the restaurant, but also this great festival crowd out here on the streets of the barbecue festival. I'm here talking with Keith Cook at Old Hickory Barbecue in Owensboro, Kentucky. Old Hickory is, I'd say, a locally beloved establishment. It's been here about 100 years.
Almost 100 years.
And we're catching you on probably one of your busiest weekends of the year, the weekend of the Owensboro Barbecue Festival. And it looks like y'all got all the pits rolling, and you're expecting, it's basically, as you put it, it's like running 2 restaurants today.
That's right.
You got the people down at the river, and your folks going on here. Can you give us a little bit of the history of Old Hickory Barbecue?
Sure. Well, we've been around. We'll be here for 100 years, I believe, in 2018. All of our recipes that we've got now are the same ones that we've had for generations. We use the same thing because everybody likes it. We don't want to change anything. We want to leave everything the way it is, the way everybody likes it.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that the pit area, you got like 2 different kinds of pits here, and in your pit area out back, you got old Western Kentucky style masonry pits, and you're throwing a bunch of hickory wood in there. How does that work?
Well, we come in the mornings. We load up all of our raw sheep, all of our raw pork butts. Everything raw is on there. It's no gas. It's all hickory wood. Has to have the hickory wood for the smoke. Mm-hmm. We'll load them. They'll cook for 20, 22 hours. Just like today, we're cooking 14 sheep and 6 cases of pork butts, along with all the hams and turkeys we're cooking, and that's just going to be for tomorrow. That's what's going to come off tomorrow morning, and we're going to sell it all tomorrow. When they come in, there's no hair on them. I mean, they're skinned, they're ready to go. They bring them in as a whole sheep. They pack them in on their shoulder.
Yeah.
They hang them up in here. We trim them out. We bring them over here and cut them all by hand.
What's your name?
Gary.
Gary?
This is Gary. He's
You're one of the main pit men?
Yeah.
All right.
He's our cook in the morning. He's the one that usually cuts all of our sheep for us. He unloads the pits in the morning, gets them fired up, reloads them.
Excellent. Gary, you look like a real stout Scottish guy. Irish or Scottish or something, huh?
Yeah, I got a little Irish.
Yeah, you probably need that to man these pits.
Yeah.
How do you fish them out from way back there in the back?
These long pitch boys.
Okay, I bet.
I tell you what, after you dig so many of them, they start getting a little heavy.
I bet it'd wear you out.
Pretty good sized sheep.
So you had to put that fork under there, lift that up, and drag it out, right?
They're pretty thick. Pretty thick sheep.
Oh, it sure is. That's beautiful, though.
And you know, when you get way back in here and try to get one out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right on.
There's a little fulcrum point there.
That's why you're as stout as you are, right? We are here at Old Hickory, and I got the 3-meat combination, which has beef brisket, St. Louis cut spare ribs, got burgoo, mac and cheese, and beans. Oh, and sliced mutton, wonder of wonders. And I'm just happy as can be. The brisket is tender and fabulous. Let's eat. Stick around. We're back at the International Barbecue Festival, where the streets are alive with smoke and folk. Which church are you all cooking for?
Precious Blood
Catholic Catholic Church. All right. So you were telling me that you're the defending Grand champion, chicken champion of
overall grand champion.
the overall grand champion of 2011.
Yes.
So this is the 2012 Owensboro International Barbecue Festival.
We're champion all the way up till 6 o'clock, and then we'll probably be champion again.
All right. So what we're looking at here are folks from the community lined up to buy the goods, to buy the half chickens, the pulled mutton, the pulled pork that these cooking teams have been cooking up all day long. And the proceeds go to charity. But these folks are going to wait in line a good while. Once they start selling, the stuff will sell out in 30 minutes or an hour. And we're talking, you know, thousands of pounds of meat here. I was showing you the ribs. This is breakfast, all right? This is my first meal of the day. Breakfast rib from Bubba Bernie's cooking team here at the Owensboro International Barbecue Festival. Do you think you'll ever graduate to be crew leader?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I'd rather be playing Nintendo myself.
Jesus Christ made it possible.
All right.
Christ made it possible that you would have the ability
Yes,
to be
indeed.
set free.
Yes, he did. If you want to be heard, you get out in the streets and you preach the word. Barbecue. Barbecue, amen. What are you doing here in this cart?
We're selling ice.
You're the ice crew.
Yeah.
Have y'all been to the Owensboro Barbecue Festival before?
Oh, yeah. Like every year.
And what do you do here?
Eat. Yeah. Party. Sell ice. And sell ice. And sell ice.
What's party mean for people your age?
Hang out with our friends and ride and eat.
Ride around Hollywood, boys.
Right? And somebody actually allows you to drive this machine here?
No. He drives it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you read this book, Peace, Love, and Barbecue? It's a great barbecue book. Really good. Recipes, stories about barbecue, etc. I like it a lot. Anyway, well, it's a great community event. It looks like it just brings everybody together.
Oh, we love it. And there's camaraderie with all teams, too. We actually know each other. Been doing this. Most of us been doing this for 34 years. So, I mean, it's, you know, whether it may be a competition a little bit, but at the same time, it's, you know, we do anything for each other at any time.
It's been a good long day in Owensboro. We've eaten at the Old Hickory. We have smelled the smoke. We've eaten the mutton on the streets and elsewhere. We've talked to a lot of people. It's been an overcast day, but a beautiful one. It's a good day to be a Kentuckian. I'm exhausted. I'm heading back to the green hills of Bowling Green, and I'm gonna take a nap.